Hi guys, this is Daniel. Welcome to my next video. So last two videos we've talked about all the events in Hangzhou, and the only left over now it's the last battle in Hangzhou, which is either helping the Beggars Union to join the government route, or to join the Beggars Union route, or come here help the Go Qing Hongshan and do the government route. So of course I'm a romantic guy, so I choose for the second one. So as you guys can see, I'm already in front of the coast, and I'm about to activate the fight. First of all, I would say this is a very difficult fight as well, because you need to together with Xing Hongshan and the two of the sidekicks to win the battle. First versus several guys, and then later on with two very strong leaders. So and the gears I have, I think it's already as strong as possible, because you know, on the other hand, I'm not very lucky enough to get the best gears from mining. But anyway, this is as strong as we could get. I'm not sure if I could win this battle just in one fight, but let's have a try. Let's see. So I'm gonna use the this Art of Heavenly Dragon. Okay, let's have the first try. Don't know why it's so wait a second. I have no idea why it's so slow, the computer. Okay, hope everything's well. So let's launch the fight. Oh, this is very weird actually, because this knight wants me to PP. It's more like it. So this one, if in Chinese it's more interesting. It's like the guy will says we want to P, but actually the pronunciation of P and the check is very similar in terms of Chinese. That's why they are making this joke. But in terms of translating it in English, it's different way. That's why it's maybe you guys find why it's like this conversation. Yes, and she looks like a tiger in bed. Okay. So this is the first part of the fight. You need to be 4 against 6. But the key here is not to win this battle, because it's very easy, but it's order to have those two guys, and of course Xing Hongshan to be alive after the battle. And because we are now in the Grandmaster level, and for the if you finish these 6 guys, and then the 2 leaders will pop up, and you need to use this, especially those 3 persons, to survive for and let them split. For instance, this guy here, split in 4 different corners, so that you know the leaders can let's say they can bear some rounds of damage from the 2 leaders. But anyway, let's stop talking. Let's launch the fight. And those 2 guys are very weak, and also their defense is almost 0-50. So what you need to do is, you know, the main actor to protect the rest 3. Actually, that's the only thing you need to bear in mind. So let me see. And you know, for Qing Hongshan also has this blast, so you can, you know, kick the enemy from one way back, which is also very good. Let me see. At the same time, I also want to have the max damage. Good. I'm gonna stay in here because I'm in the middle, so those guys are much more difficult to, you know, move around and have the attack. See, then they have to attack nobody else but only the main actor. I'm gonna let him rest. So that the main actor, he can still make damage to 3 of the people. But this is very annoying because if I use the main actor to protect them, and the accuracy is very low. And in this term, it's really not good to maximize the damage. Because really the key is to finish the battle as soon as possible, because otherwise they will always attack the weaker guys, like 2 of them. Of course you could use the items, but it's really limited amount of items. For instance, if you use the Thunderbolt here, then it's of course much easier to win this battle. But I don't want to waste it over here. Okay, I still want to try it because I'm not sure if it's an easy win battle anyway. Huh, this is quick. And please bear in mind that you know, if you see, if you rest immediately, then you will have for instance, for this guy, rest immediately, you have 140, which is 10% of the health regen. And if you move, then rest it's only 5%, because you know you already consume some energy by moving your people, which is definitely makes sense, right? And I'm already here trying to split the people, because I'm preparing for the later battle with with the 2 leaders. And before you have the battle, please make sure that you have the buff, so double attack Thunder Internal Style Rage for Qin Hongshan, because if she has some critical hits, then in the following turns, several turns, he will have the double damage, which is really important in order to win the battle. Yeah, because I cannot stress more that in Grandmaster difficult levels, you have to make sure that all the little factors are, let's say, made maximum usage. Otherwise, it's very difficult to win the battle. I'm interested in how much damage she can make. 550. Okay. I'm gonna still rest a few turns, because the 2 guys, they still have only 700. Okay, this guy will die in the next turn, so I will. Okay, rest. Okay, almost ready.
狗贼，你坏事做尽，是你逼我用这招的。
I think.
轮到我的回合。大伙上，看点颜色瞧瞧。
Two guys are coming. So also bear in mind that you need to make sure that when you kill the 6 people, you first need to have because he already made a move, right? So please make sure that you use the first guy in your turn to kill the opponent, so that for me I still get 3 people left who can make moves. Because otherwise, if you use the last guy to make the move, then your turn is over, and then they will first start attacking you, which is really difficult. Because for now you can see I can attack from the behind, which is really very good. And yeah, kill this guy first because he's very high attack, 80k, and has a lower HP. I really want to have a critical rate. Good. And see, I'm always trying to split them. Because especially this guy, he has very high range of attack. For instance here, enemy target with a splash radius. So you make sure that you have to be at least 2 radius away from each other, or any of them. Although you can see, it seems that an easy battle, but actually not have to be the case, see? Because this guy's 80k is really strong. Oh, what happened? He has this double attack. I have no idea what's going on. Let me try the luck, because it's very likely that it will be a one-on-one fight later on. So let's see if I'm strong enough to have the one-on-one attack with him. Okay, one-on-one fight. Xiaoyao Swordman. Yeah, because you see here, if you use to gear up the weapon and just to become the other way, for instance, the kick or the fist on the palm, then it's totally fine. You can switch it immediately. But for instance, I also have the Xiaoyao staff technique. I want to switch it, then I have to use items and waste 1 turn, which is really not good. So let me think. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to lower the let's say the accuracy, because he's really a strong guy. Okay, which side is his S? I think it's this side. Okay, so now his accuracy is only 20%. This definitely helps to win the battle. And see, I'm always trying to face my face or to my side to him, because what's wrong with him? Why he's having rest? I don't get it. This is the strongest one. Luckily, I have the evasion. Because usually for the Thunderbolt, I always try to use it in the end. Let's see his internal style. While health is below 40%, grants rage. So you see, it's better to kill him just within several turns when his health is below 40%, which is I can still use one more turn, I think.
给我劈了他！给我劈了他！
Okay, I'm gonna use a safe turn. Because if his health is below 1600, then
给我劈了他！给我劈了他！
he will have double ATK,
给我劈了他！
which is really annoying if he gets a take.
给我劈了他！给我劈了他！
Come on, don't
给我
rest.
劈了他！
Fight with me, bro.
给我劈了他！
I don't know what's going on with him. Okay, I'm gonna be the furthest to range to him because in this way then he can only face me instead of hitting me to the back and have the critical rate. Oh, shit.
人生得意须尽欢，给我劈了他！
Seems that I can try to kill him within a few turns. Critical! Nice, last turn. Huh. Okay, the damage is high, so what?
给我劈了他！
This is actually more easy than I thought, because if I don't use the Thunder Fireball in the beginning, then it's almost impossible to win this fight. Okay, so this is just some stories. Yeah, but those kind of fights, I mean, I remember the first time I was playing my Grandmaster difficulty level, I really want to win this fight because you get so much higher repetition and combat skills, which is really necessary for you to level up and improve step by step in order to win the game in the end. So I remember I was using even the whole evening, like really like 5-6 hours to win this fight, just to save load in order to win this game for this fight. If you lose a fight, if you lose a fight, you can just send back to the Xiaoyao Valley and nothing will happen. But here you can see, let's just skip the bullshit. See repetition by 20, which is really important. And of course, you really need to win this fight in order to have the Neverage route. Because if you just passed out in the fight, then of course you not have the opportunity to see Xiang'er anymore. And if you see you're not ready for the two fights, because the one in Vegas Union it's even more difficult, I think. So then you'd better just don't do anything, so that you can still meet Xiang'er after in the second day. Okay, now we're back at Xiaoyao Valley. Although I'm not sure what this is. Looks risky. I will skip it because sometimes this is called a lei tai, so it's like a on-site battle, and usually the 14 mysterious books will have this kind of sign. But for now, I couldn't remember whether I already meet some requirements for the 14 mysterious books, or it's just let's say the invitation of the 14 mysterious books. So I will skip this one because otherwise I need to if I lose the fight, then I will lose the 14 mysterious books. Then I need to have the fight in Hangzhou again, which is really what I want. I want. Okay. Okay, this is the 14 mysterious books for the poison. I think it's called a supreme poison. Okay, let's save the game immediately. By the way, it's now already at end of year 2. If you guys lack of money, you can send some stuff which we bought from Hangzhou to give it to the Wuxia, your master. I think it's yeah, as I mentioned before, some items, because here I bought a really lot of different items for different people. But anyway, let's see what I should do next. Because since year 3 it's gonna be a very busy year, because you know, so Huang Rong, she comes, and also a lot of 14 mysterious books they start happening. Let's see. Okay, go back to the Excel sheet. Yeah, so another thing I want to mention is the, let's see, the martial art ability. So every time, if you guys still remember, if you train your moves or train your basics, you have relevant ATK and defense and health and energy improvement. But at the same time, you will also have the combat skill and martial arts improving. Yeah, so all of these combat, martial arts, and comprehension will define how much extra experience, or let's say how fast you can improve your moves or your basics or your yeah, so just the moves and basics. So it's very efficient to have the martial arts to be improved, you know, because this is, let's say, the fundamental in order for you to learn the moves faster. So it's gonna be much more efficient if you have your martial art ability much higher in the beginning. So now it's already end of year 2, and I think it's necessary to show you guys all the events which can improve the comprehension, the martial art abilities. So here's 2 of them I can translate to you guys. So one is hangout in Xiaoyao Valley, and master, you will see the master, and you can improve your martial art ability by 15. Yeah, 15, which is really strong. Let's try the luck. No, this is not the one I want. Yeah, because if you hang out in Xiaoyao Valley, you always also meet Jingji or Guyue Xiao Master who wanna fight with you, because this is really annoying. You cannot just say, especially to Jingji, you cannot say no to this guy. But I will finish the battle quick, no worries, because I'm just, you know, want to have the events. By the way, I don't know what Jingji is doing. Just it's already 2 years, and his health is still 2,500, which is no improvement at all. It's only in year 4 when he ran away from the Xiaoyao Valley, then you saw him improving. See, but yeah, although you see the technique will be improved a lot, although you will have a lower yeah, this is the next one. Yeah, so this is the one of the events which can improve. Let's see. Yeah, blade, affection. Wait. Oh shit. Here, I don't know why. Oh no, this is not the one. Yeah, so this will improve your blade skill and also your affection rate with the guy with abs. Let's call him Abban in the future. But this is not the one I want. Ah shit. Because what I want is to see the master playing Chinese chess, so playing Go with another guy, and yeah, this is the way you improve your comprehension and the martial art abilities. And also, you guys may be worried why I have 2 strategy points every turn. That's because my talent I choose. I choose a talent for having 1 extra strategy points per turn, instead of others such as have a higher ATK or let's say have double gain if you train your martial art abilities, etc. It's because of this sentimental. Why it's not popping up? Yeah, see, so if you meet Gu Yueshen, he's a really nice guy, so you can choose to save some time instead of winning the battle. Okay, because sometimes, you know, it seems that the event is, yeah, this is one. The legendary Wei Qi. So this one will improve your martial art abilities. Because the logic here is, okay, those guys who are so good at this game, they never win this game, but Jingji, which is really idiot, he just put some random keys and then he win it. Chess, martial art, comprehension. Yeah, so yeah, it's really a nice events. So that's the first one. I'm gonna say yes over here. And now we get 4 of the stamina left. Let me see what we should do. Because I think in middle of year 3, the 14 mysterious books, the first one, we can already achieve, which is the palette skill, region. So let me see what I should do in those terms when I was strolling. It's really a difficult choice though. Music, chess. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for yeah, because Wang Yu Valley is the only thing I can do now. The painting you already finished, that's why the guy is not here anymore. Okay, let's go for medicine. Ah, shit, forgot. Aquan point Jianjing. Let's try this one. The good thing that I think you can, if you have your books, then you have your somewhere over here you have your medicine, and he's looking for Jianjing. Okay, Jianjing, this is the one. Okay, I see. So this is the one. So every time you get high reputation as well, which is really nice. Yes, so only 1 point now. It's time for some rest. And you can see also, of course, when you're back from Hangzhou, the date is already middle of November, so it's not possible to go to the shop and buy the second year gifts of the Valentine's Day anymore. Okay, some rest. Yeah, so every time you do yeah, that's also an interesting one. So every time you go to Hangzhou, because as long as you in Luoyang city you didn't fight with Yasha, and in the event with Tianyi city you saved Yasha, and then it's not possible to stop the line anymore. Yeah, because the only way to stop is either you don't go to Hangzhou or don't go to Chengdu, then she will ditch you because you didn't follow her orders, which is hanging around. So yeah, because there are lots of things in Hangzhou and Chengdu, so of course we don't want to miss it. And then later on, because she have conflict events with Shi Yan. So if you want to have the 10 girl ending, please make sure that you don't fuck around with Yasha, yeah? Because for now, see, if you want to change your mind, it's really difficult. You need to skip a lot of events in order to kick away Yasha anymore. For now, it's very automatic, so you cannot even choose whether you go to Yasha or not. But the good thing is that her battle skill is very nice. Everything considered one as a tooth, but I don't think so. Okay. Practice the whole day, yeah. So this will happen always. So if you choose the second one, which is not Yasha is good, but the other Xiang'er, she's good, then you can only get 100 points, but nothing will happen to the ending of this game. Okay, so that's one event, and then the second event is we go to the lakefront. Also improve the martial art abilities. I don't like this because for the guys there are no special ending for them. So even if I try to be a nice guy, nothing will change. This is the second one I was referring to. The moon in the sky. Riddles. See, 6,000 blade. The martial art by 15. Crazy. Okay, very nice. So this is the second one. And then the third one is you need to be with Fu Jianhan, which is the event in Chui'xue. So next round we should go to Chui'xue. Oh, sorry, not Chui'xue, but Zhao Yar. So yeah, okay. Then let's go to lakefront since next turn. For now, let's just first take a picture of the medicine. Yeah, so as you can see, you guys can see now, I'm now taking pictures of this book, and then later on let's hang out in Wangyu Valley. Okay. Still expecting something new here, but not. Okay, let's go to lakefront. I think it's lakefront. Meet Fu Jianhan. I think here you can choose whether to better or not? What's the difference? Okay, let's try the difference. First, to be friends. Actually, he's the strongest guy in this game. Okay, so nothing will change, only the liquor abilities. Now let's try the other one. Let's see what will happen if we win the fight. Of course, I think it's impossible to win this guy if you don't use the thunder fireball, because he's the strongest guy in this game actually. Okay, come S. Okay.
Fu Jianhan 一生，有兄弟，有酒，足以。
See, just a normal attack, it's already 1000.
fu Jianhan 一生，有兄弟，有酒，兄弟，小心。
Let's see what would happen. Repetition, martial knowledge. Okay. How much higher is the repetition? 225. 220. Okay, so I see it's no difference here. Okay, so let's try to win the fight without the thunder fireball. And yeah, if not, then just never mind. Okay, so I think it's still worthwhile to try. And for now, you guys have the similar internal style. Because for you, you have the ATK, counter rate, invasion, and critical up to 40%. And for him, you have the critical blah blah blah, so all these up to 40% as well. So I think, you know what, the efficient way to win this battle is to use, not use sword, but use staff. Because in this way, here you can have a dizziness, so it's not possible for him to have the so-called critical or whatever anymore. Although the ATK is low, but you see, his internal style is just like nothing anymore. The only bad thing here is that your damage is really low. And you just use a regime by the art of Heavenly Dragon. So we just have a very... But on the other hand, you have very high defense. So we just have a slowly... very long run. Wow, this is really high. If now my Xiaoyang staff technique is high enough, then I can use my second skill, which is giving you regen. But it's not possible for the moment. So he will not have the critical rate anyway, so I'm just going to his backside, because I want to have for myself higher critical ability.
今日终于派上用场了吧？我要成为
Seems that it's possible to win this fight. So as you guys can see now, it's really more important about the kind of weapons and moves and the internal style you use, instead of how strong you train your whatever. Because if he has critical rate, then it's impossible to win this bad fight anymore. Because he's so strong. Okay, this is the first event. Very nice. Now let's change the equip back to a sword. And 4 left, so let's keep going to the medicine shop. Oh shit, choose the wrong one. What the heck is this? Oh, my luck is really good. Okay. Medicine skill of 51 now, very good. Okay, so I would say, because this is already quite a long video, yeah, and so we already did several tricks. I already showed several tricks to you guys. I will call it a day for now. Hope you guys liked the video so far, and as always guys, enjoy the game.